and we breathe. And as we breathe, we just honor everyone this morning. Thank you. Um, I am celebrating with you today. Happy Kwanzaa for those that are celebrating Kwanzaa. We are on our fifth day of Kwanzaa, and the common word when we come together in Kwanzaa is Habari Gandhi. And Habari Gandhi means, what is the word of the day? The word of the day is Kuumba. And Kuumba means creativity. So we're celebrating the beauty and the creative spark that is alive within us with our morning meditation. We warm the field of life, and we warm the field of life by just waking up, breathing, remembering to drop into the heart space and anchor in a space of love. So I invite you to join us wherever you're at in the world. Our reading this morning comes from 365, Science of Mind, a Year of Daily Wisdom, from Ernest Holmes. And today's reading is entitled, I know that every apparent death is resurrection. Therefore, I gladly die to everything that is unlike good. We start with a reading from Psalms chapter 23, verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. And in the Talmud, unhappy is he who mistakes the branches for the tree, the shadow for the substance. Ernest Holmes writes, we are taught that we must gain a knowledge of that which cannot pass away. The Talmud says that unhappy conditions arise when we mistake shadow for substance. Even the valley of the shadow of death causes no fear when we arrive at the consciousness of the psalmist, who from exaltation to his divine deliverance proclaim, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. The rod and the staff of truth is the realization of the sustainability and the permanence of that which cannot change. We are ever renewed by the passage of the divine light through our consciousness. Behold, I make all things new. The revitalizing, regenerative power of spirit flows from the consciousness of wholeness into our physical organism and into our every objective act. When we give the realization of the divine presence free passage through our thought, Emerson tells us that in these moments we are conscious that we have isolated beings, we as isolated beings are nothing, but that the light is all. Thus, he admonishes us to get our bloated nothingness out of the way of the divine circuit. How wonderful to realize this possibility to which he refers. None resistance, none burden. Let us then learn to let the burden slip from the shoulders of personal responsibility and enter into our divine union with enthusiasm. I know that every apparent death is a resurrection. Therefore, gladly, today, I die to everything that is unlike the good. Joyfully, I am resurrected into that which is beautiful, enduring, and true. Silently, I pass from less to more, from isolation into inclusion, from separation into oneness. I'm inviting you to breathe with me this morning. I'm inviting you to breathe into this space, honoring the presence and allowing it to expand within each and every one of us. Our reading today comes from 365 Science of Mind, a year of daily wisdom from Ernest Holmes. Today's reading is entitled, I know that every apparent death is resurrection. Therefore, I gladly die to everything that is unlike good. We start first with a reading from Psalms 23, verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. And in the Talmud, it reads, unhappy is he who mistakes the branch for the tree, the shadow for substance. Ernest Holmes writes, we are taught that we must gain a knowledge of that which cannot pass away. The Talmud says that unhappy conditions arise when we mistake shadow for substance. Even the valley of the shadow of death causes no fear when we arrive in the consciousness of the psalmist, who from the exaltation of divine deliverance proclaimed, thy rod and thy staff comfort me. The rod and staff of truth is the realization of the sustainability and the permanence of that which cannot change. We are ever renewed by the passage of the divine light through our consciousness. Behold, I make all things new. The revitalization, regenerative power of spirit flows through the consciousness of wholeness into our physical organism and into every objective act. When we give the realization of the divine presence free passage from through our thought, Emerson tells us that in this moment we are conscious that we as isolated beings are nothing, but that the light is all. Thus, he admonishes us to get our bloated nothingness out of the way, out of our way of a divine circuit. How wonderful to realize this possibility of which he refers, none resistance and none burden. Let us then learn to let the burden slip from the shoulders of personal responsibility and enter into our divine union with enthusiasm. I'm going to invite you all now to join me and unmute yourselves. And as you are unmuting yourself, I remind you that this is our opportunity to influence the chatter within our minds, within our thoughts, within the patterns of our being. It is also our opportunity to influence the chatter of the world, the murmurs in the world, and to bring us all back on point. So repeat after me, and let's do so. Unmute yourselves with joy and enthusiasm. I know that every apparent death is a resurrection.
I know
that every apparent death is a resurrection.
Therefore, I gladly today
Therefore,
I gladly
today
say,
I die to everything that is unlike the good.
I die to everything
that
that is unlike the good.
Joyfully, I am resurrected into that which is beautiful.
Joyfully,
I am resurrected into that which is
that which
beautiful.
is beautiful.
Enduring and true.
enduring and
and true.
Silently I pass from less to more,
Silently I
Silently I
pass
pass
from
from
less
less
to
to
more,
more,
from isolation into inclusion,
from
from
isolation
isolation
into
into inclusion,
inclusion,
from separation into oneness.
from
from
separation
separation
into
into
oneness.
oneness.
Just breathe that in right now. Letting go of the lesser or the more. From isolation into inclusion and separation to oneness. Breathe that in. And as we breathe that in and we anchor into this space right here, right now, we simply remember that the presence is ever available to us, that light is effervescent, and that when we move into a place of stillness, when we refresh and allow for the infinite to expand itself, we grow with clarity, with wisdom, with brilliance, and the diamonds, I'm going to call us diamonds today, glisten. That is the essence of who each and every one of us are. Pure light, sparkling diamond with the gift that fulfills the sacred within our personal lives right here, right now, and within all of humanity. So as we breathe and we acknowledge the good within ourselves, we allow for the good to grow and expand in ourselves. As we let go of the lesser, those patterns, those behaviors, those things that are no longer relevant, the untruths that we've told about ourselves, about others, and we stand in this space of transformation, allowing for the divine to resurrect itself right here in this very moment. And what I know about that resurrection is that all things are made whole and new. I'm acknowledging that right now within every cell of our being. I acknowledge it as perfect wholeness, health, divine brilliance within all aspects of our affairs. I'm acknowledging it right now as the blessing as we move forward in our communication, in our collaboration, in creating a space where world thrives, where it works for everyone. It includes everyone. I'm acknowledging it as we let go of the lessers, those things that create division and separation. I'm acknowledging it as peace, as harmony, as divine light. I acknowledge it as wisdom. And I acknowledge it as the God-given right of prosperity and abundance for each and every one of us. I simply know that all needs are met, that we are blessed beyond that which we cannot even imagine. And we give thanks for the divine law, the universal law, a law that fulfills itself according to our thoughts, our awareness, and our embrace. It rises above the human inertia and it fulfills itself. So I'm giving thanks right now because I know that each and every single person that is engaged in this moment, in this sacred time, that a mighty blessing has taken place for them personally, for us all. And it is this awareness, this voice of humanity, that is the tipping point, bringing about balance and harmony for all concerned. And I invite you to breathe, and I invite you to affirm with me with gratitude. And so it is, and now it is. Amen, Amen, Ashe. I'm feeling the movement of energy. I'm feeling it pulsate within this wonderful vehicle, the altar of my being, my physical being, my body. And I acknowledge that same movement within my thought patterns, my emotions, and I know that if it is unfolding for me, it's unfolding for you. So today is December 30th. It is the last 30th of this year. And tomorrow will be December 31st. So I have a major announcement. And that major announcement is we will not be coming live at 7 o'clock. And the reason we're not coming live at 7 o'clock is because in our spiritual community, we're getting up early. And we are going to join people all around the world in our particular time zone. It will be 4 a.m. in the morning because we're in the Pacific time zone. But we're joining everyone, and I believe it will be 12 o'clock Greenwich time, as we all join together in acknowledging and praying and meditating around world peace. In order for you to participate with us, you will need to go to our link tree, and you will see it says Seatfm Gifts link tree. We're going to make sure it is posted. I know we're live right now. Come back to this YouTube channel. Come back to this particular meditation, and you will have the link tree app. We invite you to join us into the sacred space. There will be music. There will be prayers and meditations that are offered. And then after we are complete with that, I'm going to send us back to rest and take a nap, which is a spiritual practice as we regenerate and prepare to cross the threshold into a new year. I want you to know, YouTube, we really appreciate you. I thank you for an opportunity to just share the gift and the value of spiritual practice. I am wishing you a safe holiday, and I am also looking forward to us coming back together in 2026 with our morning meditation.